All right, guys, welcome to It's Called Football. I'm here with Manky Mank and
Fat Scouse is all happy this week.
Oh, stop!
It's done. It is done.
Oof. Yeah,
Parade. Definitely. We've won it now.
it was done 3 months ago.
It was what?
It was done 3 months ago, man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man.
Here we go. Have you read him? Hey, okay. Right. Where do you want to start? I tell you what we'll do this week. Did anyone see the Mateta, the head kick?
I think that was a headbutt to the cleats.
The headbutt to the cleat. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Okay, so let's start with this little. Oh, we got the bell end there. We're gonna take him off and put Mateta back up. There we go.
Look, you see.
Okay. So I done a video for our channel the other week, and it was like the nastiest fouls in football, and some of the vicious ones at the end, like the top 3 or 5. I think they were all goalkeepers, like either taking out the player or the player taking out the goalie with the studs to the head. I mean,
this may have just made your top 3.
Yeah, I think it would have. I think I should redo the video and stick it in there.
Yeah, I think there could be a new video coming. This is
It's vicious.
I tell you what, it's almost life-threatening. Challenge. So I don't know. I've not seen it in real time. I've only seen pictures, and maybe Mateta did headbutt his cleats. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what did he have? 30 odd stitches, 32 stitches, or something.
33. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
he was pretty ugly anyway, so it's not going to affect him.
It might fix him. Yeah, I mean, that's a vicious one. I mean, I feel like what they're trying to do is try and get him banned longer now.
Well, I was listening this morning, and they're saying, it's an automatic 3-game ban, but I think the FA are going to take a look at it. I could see him getting a 10-game ban here for this challenge.
The Rangers guy, I think his name was Ruth or Rolf or something like this. When he done his, they were filing criminal charges against him in the country. I can't remember which country it was. It was like a European game that he done it in, and his was like they were filing charges against him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a game. He's going for the ball. Like, I don't know how much.
He's going for the ball. Yeah, exactly. You don't know how much. I mean, did anyone even get the ball?
I have no clue. I didn't see it.
So yeah, I've not seen the game.
I didn't see. I had a lot of games this weekend coaching. And then I stuck the second one, and you sent me this one. So this one's the old Kirby kiss. So Kirby kiss from Liverpool is basically a headbutt.
Yep.
Where you stick the head on someone.
Glasgow kiss.
Oh, Glasgow kiss. Yep. Cunha. I mean, this is going to cost them big here, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not a player you want to lose, and again, that's going to be a 3-game ban for him.
I didn't see this one. I mean, you sent it to me. I didn't even know.
It's just, I don't know. It's just stupid by him. They're playing they're in extra time as well, and they actually lose and go out on penalties. So they managed to get through extra time without him, and then they go on to lose. Penalties.
And he's definitely going to take a penalty for sure as well.
Yes, he's their best player on the.
Yeah,
he's their best player in the dressing room.
And their next game this week they actually play Everton.
Yeah, so
home to Everton, which is a game that they've got a chance to win. Now it's obviously if they start losing Cunha, this could be massive. But
yeah, there's been a few crazy red cards. So
yeah, as one I didn't put in was Anthony Gordon, I believe.
No,
he got a red card and he's going to miss the final. Yeah, yeah, he got sent off. He's going to miss the final against Liverpool.
Wow.
Yeah, he got a straight red card. I didn't see that one.
That's good for you guys.
Yeah, apparently they're going to appeal or something, but I don't know. And then obviously we wanted to show, which we briefly showed, it was Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, this is a controversial one because he's saying he said something and she's saying he said something.
Go on, what did he say? You can swear. We're good now.
He said, "You're a fucking cunt."
Well, that's it then, isn't it? You're off for that. You can't
but then
say
he's
nothing.
saying, come on, fucking hell. Like, but,
Didn't he say like something like fucking hell, ref? Like, what the fuck? So, like, he wasn't like swearing at him, and then what did the ref say he said to him?
See, in England, if he's saying like, come on, fucking hell, that's not really that bad. But then if you call him a fucking cunt.
But I mean, the referees, these Spanish refs, like, does he even understand that much English? Can he understand what he's saying to him?
He might understand them words.
Remember I told you I got sent off one of my games this season in tournament?
Yeah.
When I shouted down the line to the Spanish linesman, couldn't speak a word of English. It's our ball.
Yeah,
that's all I said to him.
Yeah, but that means fuck off in Spanish.
Yeah, that means you're a fucking cunt. Well, send me off. Whatever. Get the fuck out of here. And the funny thing was, so one of our players told me the week ago, "Hey, coach, that's the referee that sent you off." I'm like, "Oh, here we go." And he said the linesman said to him, "Are you going to let him talk to me like that?" Talk to you like what? Telling you it's a throw-in? Get the fuck. I mean, this is the thing why Bellingham's pissed.
I like that linesman.
Yeah, you love him, yeah. Wait till you get sent off. You got the little kiddie refs in the U10s who are just petrified.
Mm-hmm.
Just been given a card, 2 cards, and told to go out there and blow a whistle.
That's right.
Hey, so we want to do some of these red cards this weekend, so there's a bit of a...
Well, Real Madrid, after the game, they interviewed Bellingham on this one. And he basically blew it off that he wasn't really, he was kind of just muttering and wasn't really aiming disrespect at the referee. I mean, he was talking to the referee when he was shouting. He said the referee didn't understand what he was saying. Well, the La Liga looked at it and they didn't change the ban. They kept the ban.
Yeah, of course they are. They're going to go with the ref.
Which then meant he was banned for this weekend's games. And then during the same week, Anthony, that great player that's on loan from Manchester United.
Can't stop scoring now.
Who's just a machine.
Yep.
Best player in Spain, they're saying right now.
Rashford setting up all goal. It's funny how that works, isn't it? They get away from your shit club and then all of a sudden...
Best player in Spain right now. He got a red card, but I don't think that was a red card, and they did rescind his. So he was able to play against Real Madrid, and they did win that game.
And Bellingham didn't play, and they ended up losing it.
Yep, so that was a big call. Real Madrid were not happy about Anthony's red card being rescinded and him being on the field. So
yeah, well, they weren't happy about Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or, were they? I mean,
no,
it sounds like Real Madrid are big crybabies to me.
That's it.
Hey, deal with it and get on with it.
What can you do?
So I watched the Klopp documentary the other day. It was pretty good. Pretty sad to watch some of it when we lost some of those games there, but there was one of them there where we won the final against Chelsea with a bunch of kids.
Yep.
I mean, we had to get on with it and deal with it. We didn't see us crying, oh, we can't play the game. Real Madrid, they'd probably try and get it redone, wouldn't they? Eh?
Win nothing with kids.
No, exactly. So Alan Hansen, we'll ask him on that one. People probably don't even know what we're on about right now. Go on, explain. What was it, 92 was that?
92 when Fergie brought in Giggs, Beckham, Scholes, the Neville brothers. They all played for Man United.
Nicky Butt.
And he shifted a few high-profile players out that year, likes of...
and you lost 3-0 first game away to Aston Villa. And Alan Hansen said you won't win nothing with kids, and that season they won the league. So.
And then
they went on,
Sure.
Okay, let's get into this week's show. So, there we go. Manky, you had an unbelievable week this week. We'll see that on the results. I mean, like we say, a blind squirrel gets his nuts once in a while. I mean, he hit the jackpot. I think he got 3 nuts, didn't he, on the slot machine, and all the nuts kept coming out.
Sometimes you've just got to trust in the process.
You had 2 on Brighton.
2 on Brian, yep.
You got that one in. You had 4-0 Chelsea. I was going to do 4-0, and then you took it, so I said I'll take 5-0. And it was 4-0.
That's correct.
Palace was that big one there. Palace 4-1 against Villa.
Yeah, that was a big one.
And Fulham back to form. I mean, really should have took Fulham. They're a better team. I don't know why we take the Wolves in that game. Makes a difference there. That's Wolves. I mean, Wolves are still hanging on, but teams below them, as you see, they're all crap. Ipswich 3-2 against you guys. Took the lead.
Yep.
And then you guys came back. Then you went down 10 men. They pulled it back, and then Harry Maguire with the winner, 3-2.
Oh, Big Ed. Got his head on it again.
Brentford Everton, I think you picked 1-1 in that game as well. Oh, no, I had 1-1 in that game. I actually got one right for a change. Forest Arsenal. Is that the league done there?
That's the league. The league was done 3 months ago. Come on.
Here we go. I'm going to cut this shit
You can go back on the podcast and...
I'm just going to drink my tea. And
go back to the very first podcast and it was League was yours.
Who do you want to get sponsored by? Tetley's or Yorkshire?
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea.
If you're watching...
Yeah.
Best tea in the world.
Big win for Man City. 1-0.
Yeah, it was. Newcastle did nothing.
Newcastle, I just said big win for Man City, 1-0. They played Tottenham.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm looking at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Tottenham, I don't know. It was just a good grind-out win for Man City, to be honest.
I think the stats were in Tottenham's favour and they were peppering them, but job done. Haaland came back there. And then obviously Liverpool 2-0 Newcastle. Big news there was Isak didn't play.
Yeah, huge for yous.
Yeah.
Because he is their real one and only goal threat. So not having him on the field, big.
That was, I think that game there was like the performing against Man City.
Yeah.
Job done. Rock solid. Like, looking like, I wouldn't say men against boys, but I'd just say it's more like an experienced team who knows what they're doing and what their jobs are. And they're just far superior. Obviously, it makes a difference with Isak not being there. And then 2-0 West Ham Leicester. You had that one as well. Another nut for you there, hitting the nut on the head, eh?
Yeah, just Leicester just can't. They can't get out of their own way right now. So
I had 1-0 West
like
Ham on that game.
yeah, well,
So we're just going to quickly look at the league table. So I'm going to throw this on the big screen. Mikey Bank's getting old. He can't see things these days.
yeah,
That
you're
well.
gonna give
There
me a
you
crick
go.
in my neck.
There we
Over
go.
there. It's much better. Liverpool, not the best of form. 3 wins out of 5, 2 draws, but
2
they
draws
are
away
top.
to Everton, which is a last-minute goal. Bullshit. Shouldn't have stood. We won't go there. And the time was up. We've already had to talk about this shit. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I thought he was going to win anyway. And then Villa, when Nunes couldn't hit a barn door. I think you might have put that one away. That Nunes missed.
Oh yeah,
That
was.
Hey,
He got some shit after that game. Nope.
But if you look at that though, those last 2 games there, Arsenal, we gained 5 points on them.
Yep.
Lost to West Ham at home. Drew with Forest away. They have the tougher fixtures now coming up on their run compared to us. Hopefully you guys can do us a favour this weekend and get a draw. They play you. I don't want you to
need
win.
any favours from here. You're good, man. Come on. You're 13 points clear right now. You'll be 10. Even if they beat us, you're still 10 clear.
They've got a game in hand, which is Chelsea next week.
You got no problems.
The big one now, obviously, is who's going to get top 4. So there's 6 points separating 3rd to 10th.
Yes, City are now only a point behind Nottingham Forest. Chelsea a point behind City. That's crazy. And then Newcastle. So really, from like 9th
10th. Villa's only 6 points.
Suppose,
6 points. 10th
there's,
for Villa.
there's very little.
They played a game more though, so that could hurt Villa. Their form isn't the best as well. You look at they've picked up 5 points out of 15.
If Arsenal had a couple of bad weeks, let's say we did go on to beat them, and then they played Chelsea, you say?
Yeah, the next game after that's Chelsea at home.
They could drop out of second place.
I think City could get second still.
Yeah, it would be. I don't know what the odds on that are right now. With the
7 points. It's still.
Yeah, but it's only 2 games. 2 games, and they've got some tough games coming up.
Yeah.
I know we're not playing, great football right now, but I'm sure they'll raise to the occasion of playing Arsenal.
Brighton are coming back into it. There's 3 wins on the bounce.
Yep, Brighton, but you just expect them to lose 2 on the bounce somewhere as well.
Like, if you go down the list, you got Forest that got 4 points out of 15. City got 9 out of 15. That's gained 5. Chelsea have only had 6 out of 15. Newcastle 6 out of 15. Bournemouth 6 out of 15. And then you got Brighton and Fulham both got 9 points out of 15, and then Villa 5. So it's like Brighton and Fulham have gained on teams there.
Yeah.
And obviously City, but
I think Chelsea and City are going to finish top 4.
Yeah, that means they've got Leicester this week, Chelsea, and they needed that win against Southampton. Bottom half of the table.
Up to 14th, joint 13th.
Flying.
On points, we're climbing. We're climbing.
Look at your goal
I can
difference.
see us finishing 11th by the end of the season. Climbing right up there. No, but 11th. Brentford are only, they're 4 points behind 10th place. They're on 42.
Yeah, 42. It's in 10th Villa. They picked up 10 points in the last out of 15. So, they're on a half decent run. 9 for Palace, 9 for Tottenham. You guys have got 7.
Big thing now is how can Wolverhampton handle...
you play Everton.
No, Cunha for 3 games.
Yeah. We should have a look at some of these.
That's a big blow for them.
We might do that next week.
Huge blow.
Do the relegation. And put their fixture list up and then put their games up.
The nice thing is they do have a 5-point gap, so they've got at least that from Ipswich.
And Ipswich, they lost 3-2. That was their chance. When you go 2-2 against 10 men.
Yeah.
If they manage to grind out the win instead of losing there, they're only 2 behind them. They're in it, but I just can't see these teams even getting any points right now.
No, and Everton look good. They look like they're clear, well and truly now.
10 points.
Yeah.
Way clear.
They're not, technically 15 points.
Yeah, sorry, technically 15, you're right. I'm saying 10 points against Wolves, I'm thinking,
15 points clear. They're not going to fall back.
No, they're safe. So,
top 3, I would bank on that bottom 3 going down, should I say.
We'll look at the Championship. We'll probably pull them up next week. I got a Leeds United fan who keeps talking shit. I don't want to even mention it.
They went back top, did they?
Yeah, but all the crap he's talking, you're Leeds United, you're saying you're such a big club. You should be winning every game in the Championship. Eh?
To be honest, it's nice to have them in the. It would be nice to have them in the Prem.
To watch them get
I
relegated
love
again?
beating Leeds.
Yeah. There'll be relegation for the next season if Leeds United come up. Don't worry with the other two. The last 2 seasons, if these bottom 3 go down, 2 seasons in a row, the 3 teams that came up have gone down. Yep. That's how tough it's getting because the other teams are getting more and more established, and it's hard, especially with the financial fair play rules.
Yeah, I was just about to say financial. That could all change though as well. This financial, they're trying to bring something else in now.
Yeah, I think City and Newcastle are working on something.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Some bullshit. Okay. I don't think there's much to say about this game. 0-0.
Did I predict? I predicted a draw, but I predicted 2-2, which I shouldn't have done. Even after I did it,
Well, who are Arsenal going to score?
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man of the match was Gabriel, who's a centre back.
Yeah, and the same for Forest because Arsenal's defense is strong.
Yeah, Forest. I mean, they're defensively solid most of the season.
Yeah. So this had a draw written all over it. I did call a draw. I just didn't call the right score.
Yeah, I mean,
What did you say on this one?
I think I had Forest to win. Right. 2-1. Felt like they could have got that crowd behind them.
There was really nothing to say about it. It was It was a pretty dull match. There was nothing.
Sorry, guys, we want to waste our time on this crap. Sorry, 0-0s. We're not interested in 0-0s. Like, we're going to move on. Okay, 1-0 Man City.
Huge win for Man City.
Haaland bags the winner. Haaland man of the match.
Yeah, I think Haaland should have had 2. They called handball on his second one.
Yeah, he punched it as handball.
There was never a handball.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell your wife the other day when she was talking about it. I just thought I'd just let her rant away.
No, I think it came off his nipple.
No, he
looked like his finger, something, I don't know.
He handballed it.
But
I think if the ref had give it, they probably wouldn't have overturned it, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, the possession, I mean, Tottenham outplayed them 55.6 on the possession-wise. 11 shots to 12. I mean, it's a pretty even game, 6 on target. There wasn't much between them there.
When do you ever see City not have the most possession, though?
I think they defended more solid, though. I think Pep was more like, let's get the job done. They scored after 12 minutes.
Yeah. It was huge.
I feel like they sat in a lot after that, and it was just try and hit them on the counter and protect themselves more. Okay, big one. Liverpool 2-0. Szoboszlai man of the match. He's been playing great lately. Playing as the 10. He has been scoring goals, creating goals. He's an engine up and down.
No, he's playing good. Good player. McAllister's also been looking good.
Yeah, he's a great player. Great player.
But look, shots on target. I mean, you both only had 3 shots on target.
They had 0.
Well, they had 3
shots. They had 0
target. 3 shots total in the game.
Yeah, 2 goals though. We had 12. I mean, it was more like possession, 61.2% possession. It was just a controlled. Yeah. Once we got the second, we didn't even look like we wanted to push forward too much and just
grind out the 3 points.
Yeah, we had chances to get a third. We probably should have got a third, but I mean, this is like I said, the same as the Man City game. It was job done. Get the 3 points, especially because we played 45 minutes after Forest played the other day, and Arsenal played. We kicked off at 3:15. They kicked off at 2:30.
Right.
So we more or less knew, like, okay, the game is finished. It's 0-0. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, they would have known like what the score was because Slot was in the stands as well, because that was one of the games from his ban. So he was in the stands. So I think they knew what was going on. It was like, okay, let's get the job done.
Yeah.
Second goal was crucial though. Good finish by McAllister.
Well, it's always good to get that security second goal.
Salah with another assist there. Crazy what he's doing this season. Okay, so we're going to look at the fixtures now this week coming up. Got a big one there at the top.
Notts Forest. There you go. There's a huge game. If City win, they go above them?
Yep.
I can see Forest being out of the top 4 within the next 3 weeks.
Well, you predicted they're going to finish 8th, so you better hope they carry on the way they're going.
Yeah. No, I think I don't think they'll finish in the top 4. So I think 6th, 7th. They've won a couple of games I thought they'd struggle with, especially after they took that bad beating. They did. They came back and won
7-0.
Yeah. So
Brighton have come on form since then.
Yeah, that was a huge win for them. Rebound win.
We got that as one of our games we're going to review. So we got Brighton Fulham. That's another game there for the European places. Palace. I fancy Palace there. I think they're playing good. Liverpool, we're playing bottom of the league, Southampton. For some reason, I got a funny feeling we might struggle a little bit in this game, as if like everyone's smashing them 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to win, but it might not be floodgates.
Might not be 8.
Yeah, it might be 6 or 7. So no, I don't know.
This
we'll
is
see.
a game where you rest players, to be honest.
Yeah, but then if you rest them and all of a sudden you're not playing and they come in and like they haven't scored, it's half time, it's 0-0 or something.
Yeah,
the defending with 2 lines of 5. But do you know what I mean?
When's your next Champions League game?
We play on Wednesday this week.
Right, so
that's Saturday morning, straight after.
That's what I'm saying. I think
maybe, and then we play Tuesday. I know what you're saying. Yeah. That's probably right. We're playing Paris Saint-Germain.
You just can afford to lose games right now. As crazy as it sounds, you've got
but Southampton, you just got to smash them. It's one. You need 7 wins for the title. That's one of the 7, isn't it?
You can rest at least 5 of your starters right there. In that.
You might rotate 1 or 2 in that game.
You've got quality players on the bench that you can put in.
Yeah.
So.
And then Brentford Villa. So we got a couple of late games. So we got a 12:30 game, Brentford Villa. Another game that's challenging for the European places.
Yeah, Brentford are good at home.
I like Brentford again here.
You know, it's going to be a tricky game. I just feel like, I don't know, Rashford and Asensio right now are on fire for Aston Villa. You know, they lost a game during the week. They didn't play them 2.
Yeah, they both were on the bench, didn't they? Against Palace, 4-1.
After they scored 2 the week before, 2 assists from Rashford. And
Asensio got 2 goals, and Asensio scored 2 goals again the other day in the FA Cup.
I think Rashford gave him an assist in one of them again.
Yeah. And then you got Wolves and Everton. I fancy Everton here, especially with Cunha being out. And then we have these Sunday games. We have a couple of games. So kickoff's normally 9 a.m. These are now 10 a.m. This is because the clock change. So
Chelsea, Leicester. Leicester always seem to play good against Chelsea. I don't know why. I still fancy Chelsea at home.
I think 3 or 4-0 Chelsea. I really do.
Well, they've had some good. Leicester just look down and out.
Yeah, they look better in the second half against West Ham, but the game was over.
Yeah.
Tottenham Bournemouth. That's a tricky game here for Bournemouth here. And then obviously the big game is kicking off at 12:30 instead of 11:30. United Arsenal.
Yep.
And then Monday we are West Ham and Newcastle. So let's go first game review. What do you think is the biggest game of the week then? What would you say?
Well, it's staring at us right there. Tottenham Bournemouth.
Biggest game? Oh, Chelsea Leicester.
No, I mean Man United Arsenal's obviously
here we go.
The biggest game.
65 times.
Yeah.
You've had 26 wins. They've had 21. They've won 5 times away.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
You've 18 at home. So you're pretty strong there. Let's have a look at the last results. They beat you 1-0 last year at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and I think we kind of dominated that game and lost, if I remember right.
You beat them there, though, 3-1.
Yeah.
3-2 Arsenal at home.
They're
3-1
always,
Arsenal.
they're always
2-0 Arsenal.
Cagey affairs. I feel like who scores the first goal usually wins this game.
I mean, but look at the goals, though. 3-1, 3-2, 3-1. Like the 3 game. We've had a 1-0 that was Cagey, and then 2-0. Like, normally before that, you guys were like 1-1. It was close to game. I just feel like the last couple of years, you guys have gone downhill big time, which is great. I love it. I mean, I can't complain.
Not feel like it. We have gone downhill.
It's great.
But, it is what it is. Injuries.
Well, I did do, we done a video on our YouTube channel. We have a video for teams that were affected the most by injuries, and Manchester United were one of those 4 teams that was in there.
Yeah. We're like one of the top teams that probably had the most injuries this season, without a doubt. And you know what? Half of them might be faking it because they're playing shit.
I mean, the biggest was, which you don't believe, is Martinez. And I didn't realize this, that when Martinez plays you guys, you can see 0.9 goals per game, and when Martinez doesn't play, it's 1.8.
Because he just commands that defense, and he brings a little life to the party, basically.
The butcher of Berry.
Yeah, the butcher. The butcher. He fires everyone up. They see like, what is he, 4.5 foot? They see him running around, crunching tackles. Do you know what I mean? We've got
4.5 foot, the Hobbit. Yeah. Hey, is that his nickname?
Yeah.
Lissandro the Hobbit. Hey. Lissandro the Hobbit Martinez. Is that what we're gonna call? Yeah. Is that what we're gonna call him? The Hobbit.
Yeah. The Hobbit Butcher.
The Hobbit Butcher.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had that. I mean, Kai Havertz is the top goal scorer. Saka with the most assists. They're both out.
Havertz out. Saka's out.
Yeah, Diallo's out for you, and he's on there with assists and goals. I mean,
yeah, I couldn't even call this game.
How many goals? I mean, the under might be a good bet on this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll have a look at the betting 1 week. We should stick up the price.
There'll be a goal here. There'll be goals. I
don't think there will. I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals. I think there'll be 2 or less. I mean, I might be wrong. Next week, it finish 4-3, and I'll be like, what am I talking about? So.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, look at Arsenal's games here in the road. Like, they got 1-2-0 against Leicester. And then they were 2 late goals. And then they didn't score against West Ham. They haven't scored against Forest. You guys were lost. Excuse me. You lost 2-0, 1-0. 2 goals came back late against Everton. Ipswich was obviously it's Ipswich. But, I mean...
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully you get a result. Okay, Forest and Man City. I only have played 11 times.
Yeah.
Forest have 1-2 at home and City have 1-2 away. There's not much to go on here, is there? There's not much stats.
Because they've usually been in different divisions.
Yeah.
When Forest were in the top division, City weren't. So
last season, City won 2-0. Big result though the year before, 1-1.
Yeah, I just feel like City
3-0.
right now are feeling a little better about what's going on. They've climbed back up into the top 4, and I just think there's Forest are a bang under it in this game pressure wise. They know if they lose, they're dropping down a slot in the league, which is huge for them. It's a huge game for Forest. If Forest could win this game, I might have to eat what I said about them dropping out of the top 4.
What's that? What is he going to talk about dropping out of the top 4?
I'm saying if Forest was to win this game,
you can't change your mind.
I'm just saying. I might have to eat it. What I said.
Yeah.
If Forest was to win this game, they're huge to stay in the top 4.
So you think Forest, if Forest get a draw, is a good result for them, and then
no, I don't think. I think Forest have to win this game.
You do to get top 4 still.
Yeah. I don't think they can afford
hold
to
them off. I don't know. I mean, a point could be a good result for them.
No, it's not, because they're only a point ahead of City, and City are going to start winning games for the rest of the season. I guarantee you that.
I mean, it's like looking at these stats here. Like Forest, there's that 5-0 loss, the 1-7, but they lost to Fulham, lost to Newcastle, and then they drew with Arsenal.
This is a must-win for Forest.
They've lost their last three away games.
Yeah.
Home games they've won and drew. But City, look at City's games. Like we said about their fixture run.
Mm-hmm.
You add Forest to that, so they've played top of the league, second in the league, third in the league. They're 4th. Chelsea are 5th, and with Newcastle roughly 6th. So they've played every other team in the top 7, 6 teams roughly in top 7, top 8.
City out
in a row. Yeah. Crazy. I mean, they've only lost to the top 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what have we got? Haaland's got 20 goals now.
Yep.
Wood's got 18. Langer with 8 assists, Savino, KDB, obviously Foden got 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be...
and all of a sudden, De Bruyne started scoring a few goals. Foden started pitching in with some goals. So, they're just starting to look a little better. The new players might be bedding in a little, getting a little more comfortable with the system. I heard that a new defender showed up the other day, showed up at the ground, already dressed, with a little soap bag. He didn't have a change of clothes.
Where's he from? He's from some little town in the hills, isn't he? Somewhere in the mountains.
Yeah, he's in the sticks. Yeah.
Is he Uzbekistan or something? I can't even say it.
Uzbekistan.
Okay, let's move on. Tottenham Bournemouth. I threw this game in because what else do we go for this week? That's a bigger game, and I felt okay, I know Tottenham are down there, but apart from that 1-0 loss that they had to City, Tottenham are playing a lot better. I mean, that was a big bad
They
result.
are playing a lot better.
Home. Beat Brentford. Beat United, beat Ipswich.
Yeah. They're playing a lot better, but I'm going to go for Bournemouth here.
I don't know. I mean, look at Bournemouth's last couple of games.
I know. Yeah.
They had 10 men against Wolves and they got to play a send-off. And then Brighton away, that could have been 2-2. That was close, that game.
I think I like Bournemouth in this fixture. I don't know why.
So they've played 15 times. This is, again, obviously Bournemouth not being in the top flight as much. Bournemouth have won once away at Tottenham. Tottenham won 6 home games. It's definitely the home team's fancied here.
Yeah.
Bournemouth beat Spurs 1-0 earlier in the season. Tottenham won last year 3-1 and won away 2-0. And Bournemouth beat them though a couple of years ago there. That was their only win.
Yeah.
And that's 3-2 both ways though.
I just feel like you can't even go off these head-to-heads anymore.
You don't think so?
The teams are so different. Now the money that's involved, the players that are involved, the teams are just...
So you're giving me shit. I want to talk about this, okay? He's telling me every team's crap this season.
No. I said every team's been inconsistent.
So if we finish on 97 points, you're telling me that it's because every other team's crap?
Well, no, the teams have been inconsistently.
That's you can't turn around and say if they end up 97 points on United, never got more than 94 points in the league.
It doesn't matter. You got to do what you got to do.
I mean, you guys played, and every team was
your
shit.
opposition.
Yeah, we're winning. We're so you can't say that looking at all the results where they're at right
You don't
now.
win a lot of titles because you're playing against great teams. You don't win all your titles because you've got a team that's on your ass every year.
Okay, let's look at the table. Okay, let's look at the top half of the table. Look how close that is with all those teams there.
Yeah,
that means it's harder now to beat all of these teams because they're all a lot better.
Yeah, or
Villa got some great players. Fulham's a solid team. Brighton got some great players. Bournemouth's playing solid.
You would
Newcastle.
never have put City down for the season they've had ever.
Well, that's because of Rodri got injured, though.
But even just without Rodri, you would never. Still, they wouldn't have put him down for that.
That's definitely because of Rodri's injury.
Arsenal, or even Chelsea, they were like challenging. Like people were like, oh, even Newcastle at one point were like right at the top of the league at the start of the season. So they've just been so up and down. So, no, I'm not saying they're shit. I'm saying they're inconsistent.
I mean, Arsenal they've had 9 draws. That's what's killed Arsenal. They've only lost 3 games.
Yeah.
But that's because they can't put the ball in it. And then they got injuries to Saka, which I'd done again on that video for the injuries. Saka's importance to the team is massive. They score 2.2 goals when Saka plays. And it dropped down to like about 1.1 or 1.2 or something.
Nope.
So that killed them. Saka going out really killed the team. Odegaard was out before that. He's their creative player. The same with him. He's how many creative chances he creates for them. So their team is really built around those two.
Look at the top 8 teams there. Even look at the top 10. Look how many L's are there. Like, and that's just unheard of at this time of year.
They're playing each other though. That's the problem.
But it's still there's usually 2 or 3 teams that are right there. Last few years, you look at the.
You look at this though. Well, look at this. Even you and Tottenham would never be normally down here.
No.
But this is the same as like you've both had really bad injuries. They've had 26 injuries, which is crazy. I mean, if you look at those two, that's really hurt them. And obviously it's helped these other teams in here.
Without a doubt.
But they've all improved under this financial fair play rules to make the league way more competitive. And it's harder now to just go and turn over a team like Fulham or Brighton or Bournemouth. It doesn't happen anymore. They're tough games. They
are,
tough games.
But on paper, the top teams should be beating them still because they still have more money and better quality players. So that's what I'm saying. I know you're still talking about the FIFA fair play rules and shit like that, the money, but the top teams still are able to bring in the better players for more money. So they still should be winning technically.
Yeah, but the thing then you got to realize is the likes of Bournemouth, especially Brighton, they've made a lot of money off these teams coming and buying these players off them, and they've recruited really, really well. They've got 2 good managers. I mean, Brighton have had good managers the last few years anyway, the way they play and how they recruit.
Yes.
And they're building up that rapport, like, oh, this is the team to go to if you're going to go to England. I'll go to Brighton. Brighton always do good. If you're a young South American player, they've done unbelievable with their players and their recruiting system. So now they have that money if they want to buy these players. I mean, I fancy Bournemouth, could sell a few players. Mm-hmm. And they're probably going to be... what's his name? The left back, Kerkers, the one who Cunha headbutted.
Yeah.
You've got Cliver, and obviously Semenyo is another one. Semenyo is a big one for me as well. Like, they can get good money off them, and then that could really hurt their team. But who are they going to replace them with? Correct. They got money.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have recruited really well. So I mean, we'll see. So I'm just going to throw up the upcoming fixtures. There's only 8 games.
Everton, West Ham. I like Everton here. I think Moyes getting put out of West Ham.
Ipswich Forest, that's a big game for us to get points there. City home to Brighton, tricky little game.
Yeah.
Southampton Wolves, there you go. I mean, if Wolves are going to stay up, that's a game they've got to go and win there. Bournemouth against Brentford, that's obviously European. There's the big game, Arsenal Chelsea. Fulham Spurs, tricky game there. And then Leicester United.
Right.
Big game for you guys there too.
This is the March 15th. Yeah, there's some good games.
This is when Liverpool are going to play Newcastle this weekend. So Villa already played their game, and then Crystal Palace was the other game. I think they were the other team that aren't playing. So there's going to be a couple of double weeks coming up after that. So, right, I'm going to move on to our
predictions.
Look at this. This is last week's. Look at the gold there for you. Hey, you gotta like that, haven't you?
I think if you revert back to last week, you were talking some shit.
We don't have the recordings. It's been deleted. We don't have any. We can't bring any.
So come back strong this week.
You got 13 points total.
13. I like it.
I mean, it's only 10 games. And you got 13 points. It's pretty good. I mean, you can maximum 30, which is
How
really
many did I get wrong?
3
1,
games.
2, 3, yeah.
Yeah, you had Villa.
A little upsetting, to be honest.
Wolves had 1-1. Fulham, that was 1-1 at one point.
Yeah.
And then Brentford 1-1. I mean, they could have scored and you could have had another golden duck there. I got that one spot on.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah, you were...
And then what about the Fat Boy bets?
We're going to skip past those.
Oof.
What happened?
A lot of double M's there. What happened, Lee? Come on, talk us through it.
I don't know.
Who picked who?
It says on the side, there's the pick. So you started with the pick. Manky picked Man City. He won 1-0.
Yeah.
I took Wolves. Don't ask me why. I mean, what was the other games? Forest, Arsenal, Brighton, Bournemouth. Maybe I should have took Brighton because they're at home, and in that game, that probably would have been a better pick than taking Wolves over Fulham. But so I took Wolves. You then took Brighton, which I screwed up there. That might have been the big swinger actually, because then you'd have probably gone. It'd have changed things. You know what I mean? If I go.
Yep.
If I say Brighton, who would you have picked then out of Wolves, Fulham, Forest, Arsenal? You probably would have took Arsenal, wouldn't you? You probably would have took Arsenal. What did you have in the Arsenal game? You had a draw, so that's tough.
Draw, so
and what did you have? Wolves, Fulham, you had a draw in that game, so that would have really made you think. So that was the big thing when I made my mistake, and you end up getting all 4 because of that.
Yeah.
Because of that. Anyway, we'll move on.
Good week.
Yeah. Right. This week. He's going to pass me some paper, Manky Mank, so I can write these down so we don't have the scores in there already. What we fancy this week. Okay, what do you like here?
I'm going to go for Man City.
No, top game. Forest, yeah. Forest, Man City. Okay, you go Man City, my bad.
I'm going to go for Man City 2-0.
2-0 Man City.
It's a tough place to play for.
It's a tough game. I'm going to go... Oh, God. Every time I do draws, I do it. I'm going to go Man City 2-1.
Yeah, can I change mine to 3-0?
3-0? You can do that. Okay.
I've got a funny feeling Haaland might get a hat-trick.
I was going to do 1-1. I mean, I'm going to go 2-1 City, okay? Brighton, Fulham. I'll pick Stoke first. I'll go Brighton. I'll go 3-1 Brighton.
I like 2-1 Brighton.
Okay. Your pick, Palace, Ipswich.
I'm going to go 3-1. Actually, no, I'm going to go 3-0 Palace.
That was what I was going to do. Now I'm going to go 2-0 Palace. Okay, I'll bring that up next week when it finishes.
You said this would be a real tight affair, so...
Yeah.
You said there couldn't be any goals in this game.
Go on, what are you saying? How many?
Is it your choice first?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, 5-0 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 4-0 Liverpool.
Okay, 4-0. Brentford Villa. It's on you.
Brentford Villa. I'm going to go Villa 3-1.
I'm going to go 1-1. Wolves Everton. Is this on me?
Be on you.
2-0 Everton.
Yeah. I'm going to go... Man, I hate picking the same score as you, but that's what I was going to say as well. But I'm going to go...
That stops me catching if you do, though. 77-66.
I'm going to go 2-0 Everton. I like 2-0 Everton as well.
Can I change mine now?
Yeah.
No. Okay, who's it on you? Chelsea, Leicester.
Chelsea, Leicester. I'm going to go 3-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, the score I said before, you hear me? 3-1. Somehow Leicester are going to get a goal.
Bournemouth Spurs.
That's on me now.
It is.
I'm going to go Spurs to win. I'm going to go Spurs to win 3-0.
I'm going to take Bournemouth 2-1.
Look at the contrast in that one there. United, Arsenal.
I'm going to go United 2-0.
Okay, I'm going to go 1-1. And then West Ham, Newcastle's on me. I'm going to go Newcastle are going to win this one. Gordon's banned in this game as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think Newcastle is still going to win. I'm going to go Newcastle are going to win 3-1.
I'm going to take Newcastle 2-0.
Okay, and there we go. So I get first pick this week. This is tough. Spurs.
Aston Villa.
Okay, so Mikey Mank is going for Villa. Man City.
Man United.
See, that's like playing cards now, isn't it? It's like, especially when you go first, you can really set them up. Eh? You didn't want to do that, did you?
No, I actually made the wrong choice.
Well, yeah, like I did. I lost all four last week.
I wanted to pick Man City. I did. And I didn't.
Oh, you took Villa?
Yeah.
Good choice. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got Brentford. A great home team.
Unbelievable.
I mean, and I've got the draw. Like, what more can I ask for there?
Feeling bad last week. You got demoralised last week. So.
Yeah, I mean, you kicked my ass last week because of that crap. So,
well,
okie doke. There we go. Tune in next week when Liverpool go even further clear.
That's right.
Hopefully, you guys do us a favour.
Hopefully, he can win some of his big boy bets back.
I'm still ahead of you.
All right, guys.
Talking shit. Okay.
Speak to you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.